All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Tiny Supers episode 2. This is Actual Play is brought to you because of our awesome folks at Gallant Knight Games. And who else other than our awesome GM, the author and designer, and what else? I don't know. The head honcho behind Gallant Knight Games and Tiny Supers, Mr. Alan Barr.
Hi.
Woo!
I'm Alan Barr.
Of Gallant Knight Games.
You're tuning into this and you don't know that. There is an incredible backlog of terrible actual plays you can go watch that feature me.
No, they're all wonderful, Alan. Come on.
They're not.
I have people that still watch Tiny Supers every single day, and I get at least a few comments every week about
It doesn't
Tiny,
count
about
when
Tiny
it's
Dungeon.
you crying in the shower in the morning.
Whatever.
Right?
You
People-
do that too?
All right. So, time for our recap.
So, this is Tiny Supers episode 2, and now let's give you the recap to episode 1. Take it away, Amanda.
What? I thought Jordan was doing recaps now. He was going to do them in his movie trailer voice.
I think we've elected that
Jordan,
Amanda
are you ready to do a recap
recaps.
episode?
But
It's a feature of the show.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when
But I didn't take notes because I didn't think it was my job anymore.
That's why we're springing it on you.
Dang it! All right. Well, last
Sorry.
time a warehouse caught on fire, and none of us knew how to fly, and we couldn't get to the people who were in the warehouse, but we did eventually, sort of.
I feel like there was more to the session than that.
There
Why don't we
Jordan,
switch
did
to
you-
our
did-
other recapper?
Right. Go for it, Jordan.
Previously on Tiny Supers, we last time we had our first day on the job. Got to meet each other. I recall something about a robot that brings people underwear. As Amanda said, there was in our first mission was to see to a warehouse fire. After being teleported there, we located 3 people. Was it 3? There's 3 people stuck inside the building still. 2 in an office. One that had been caught under some furniture. I'm trying to think. Oh, we did find out that the company who owned the warehouse or owned some of the materials in the warehouse is also tied to our employers at headquarters. So we're gonna be looking into that at some point. That's all I got.
And then we went back to the headquarters, and they told us what a great job we did.
Yeah,
I feel like that's not how it went down.
that's
Was
it.
great the
in-
word they used? Was it?
Pretty
was it
sure.
really?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I have to go back and watch that episode over again, but I'm pretty sure they almost gave us employees superheroes of the month awards for our wonderful job that we did.
Oh, okay.
I will say I did patent a new water pump that'll be coming out this spring. Will be available citywide.
And what's the name of this pump?
The Max Hedron pump.
Nice. Okay. All right. So that was the recap. It was a group effort this time, Alan.
Much like your last outing was a group effort.
Yay, teamwork.
Yay, go Sentry Force Beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Beta Prime.
Beta Prime.
Beta Prime is the actual heroes who stop problems.
Yeah, that's us.
Okay.
No. Okay, whatever.
We're Beta Fish Prime.
Okay, so I believe when we left last session, Dissonance had a plan of what he was going to do.
Mostly, I wanted to keep an eye on things, see if we can look into the tie-in with the company who's name I've forgotten. It was owned by the. Yes, I know.
It was SMD, Stryker Medical
Swift.
or Swift. Yeah, sorry, Swift Medical Devices
Divisions.
There we go.
I have SMD written down.
I did at least write it down.
Okay,
I have it written down right here.
Actively writing it down.
And our boss is Mr. Swift.
Well,
Correct.
he's
Is.
Is.
he's one of
And
the
he's also
he's one of the
head
actual
honchos.
he's one of the actual superhero team guys. He just happens to be like overseeing our little group of whatever we are.
I do recall, like, during the interview, I didn't want to tip our hand at all that, like, we know that his company is somehow involved with that fire.
Right.
And I didn't bring it up. I didn't want us all to get fired on our first day.
Okay, so. All right. So, my notes. Let me turn my light here real fast. There we go. That might help. All right. So, I believe, Dissonance, you had a plan once you left Skyhold. You had mentioned you wanted to go talk to some contacts on the streets.
Oh, yes. Okay. Sorry, it's been a while since I've gotten into voice. I have some previous contacts from my detective work that might know something about illegal transporting and storage of materials like this around the city. We should probably look into them. But meanwhile, I suggest we all keep a low profile and just do whatever jobs come to us. Like, no one mention anything to anybody about Swift SMD's involvement in that fire.
I'm on board with that.
Okay.
Got it.
Sorry, that's up to you, fearless leader.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. I think it's good advice. We should definitely follow that.
Okay.
Now, excuse me. Are you going to? You're going to go to the police department and find some more information?
Yeah, most of my former colleagues think I'm dead.
Wouldn't do very well to show up then.
Definitely not. I'll have to get in touch with some of my less reputable contacts who also think I'm dead, but I haven't paid them a visit in a good long while, and they have it coming.
Okay. So what sort of contacts are these?
Probably just probably drug runners, just numbers runners, things like that. Just low-level crime peons that aren't that loyal.
Okay. So are you going right there to shake them down?
Not just yet. Think if I can sneak away during a job. Like if we're doing another job in an area where I know I can get in touch with someone, then
Okay.
I'll probably do it then. It would look, because it's still our first day, right?
It is your first day, yes.
Yeah, I don't want to be caught sneaking off yet.
Presumably we have some kind of like downtime, recreational time where we get to do whatever we want, and you should be able to sneak off then. I would guess. I mean, I could be wrong.
You could guess and one could be wrong. Those are things that are
These are both possible. Yeah.
both possible.
Yeah, I suppose I could. However, we do have all these watches. I assume they have our locations at all times, and probably shouldn't be seen taking this off yet.
I suppose that is true.
Okay. Well, so are you going by yourself to question these contacts?
I will when the opportunity arises.
Okay. Does anybody have any other plans in the meantime?
Not in particular.
Not right yet.
Okay. Well, so your duties are done for the day, so you can return to your homes, hideouts, strongholds, safe houses, whatever they might be.
Okay.
Fortresses of solitary solitude.
Modest studio apartments.
Barely affordable studio apartment in a major coastal metropolis.
Actually, was it Roll Cage? Did I have that name
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
How good are you with spoofing GPS locators?
Technical end of things, I'm pretty good.
You think you can? I don't suppose you can make it look like I'm just
Somewhere else.
Maybe we'll save that for when we're on the job. Okay, I'm probably going. Sorry.
No, you're.
You know, I am a gadgeteer, and I could probably create some sort of gadget to copy your signal, so that it would pose as you in one location, so you could duck out into another spot.
We'll talk.
All right.
I think probably best for now to just head home. I'll probably stop at one of my old haunts on my way home and see what I can find out.
Okay. Anybody else do anything on their way home?
On the way home, no.
Cameo?
I'm just gonna go home and run some tests and try to figure out, more on my condition.
Okay. Sandstone, anything special on the way home?
No, pick up dinner.
What are you eating?
Probably like a frozen dinner. One of these, like the nasty Marie Callender's lasagnas or something.
I don't feel. Sitting well in my stomach just hearing about that. All right. So.
And there goes my sponsorship from Marie Callender.
Wow. So we were sponsored by Marie Callender, and this is the quality of actual play people are getting?
Yes.
You need to talk to whoever your agent is.
Is this a thing? Does Marie Callender sponsor actual play YouTube channels?
They're trying to reach out into different demographics.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're really reaching the bottom of the barrel. All right.
Well, you have had their lasagna, haven't you?
We're gonna.
I haven't. I had a coworker who used to eat them all the time, and they smelled terrible.
Oh, yep.
That's what I had for dinner tonight.
Oh man.
All right.
Okay.
So, Dissonance, you're going by one of your old haunts. Is this a old haunt where criminals used to hang out? Are you trying to scare up some information?
I think I will probably just hang out in. I picture there's a bar somewhere near my apartment where deals go down every once in a while.
Okay. So are you just kind of sitting in the back drinking and waiting to see a deal go down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, drinking. The gas mask doesn't come off. I will order a drink just so there's one on the table.
All right. So I just want to be 100% clear. You've gone to a bar by your house. You are sitting there in a gas mask with a fedora and a trench coat. With a beer in front of you. You don't wear a fedora?
No, it's just a hood. Like a hood.
Not sure that's better. All right, so a hood and a gas mask.
So you look more like you're going to rob the bar in this century as opposed to last century.
Yes.
Okay.
That's important, I suppose. Are you wearing like a sweatshirt with this? Like, where does the hood come from? Do you just have a hood that Velcro's on to all of your outfits? Is it part of like a trench coat?
It's Yeah, it's kind of like basically like a dark hoodie underneath a trench coat.
Okay. I was really hoping for like a Velcro tearaway hood that attached to all your clothing because you would have Velcro inside the collar. But I suppose this will work. All right, so
I'm not opposed.
maybe we shouldn't give you a tearaway hoodie. That seems like a bad idea. All right, so the you're in the bar for a bit, lurking in the back with your drink in front of you, undrink in your hoodie and gas mask. The waitress does not seem to be fond of you.
Oh,
Well, you bought a drink that you're not drinking. You're in the farthest table away in a gas mask that's not coming off.
mm-hmm.
Either you're a supervillain, not great,
I'm very courteous.
so you're a polite supervillain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, eventually your patience pays off, and you see two guys talking up at the bar. One of them looks vaguely familiar. They both have that seedy criminal element about them that you would expect in a superhero style town. And they step outside.
Okay. Like out the back?
Yeah.
Or okay.
To the alley. Obviously.
I will follow them.
Okay. Well, it is raining, obviously, in this singular alley.
Okay.
As this deal goes down.
Of course.
Just so we clear, if I was ever a superhero, I would be a superhero called Special Effect or FX, and I would totally just like make it rain in alleys where deals are going down, have theme music follow superheroes. I would be like, my whole goal would be to make it feel like a comic.
Nice.
Why is everything black and white? Dang it, FX is here.
Yeah, it must be. Oh, he must be remembering something. It's a flashback.
Right. Flashback scene is in black and white. I'm gonna have to write him into the Gallant-verse now.
Yeah. Do it.
Yes.
So there's these two dudes who are out there in the back talking, and they are kind of looking around furtively. One of them's really big, like a gym rat, bodybuilder type of big. The other's kind of a scrawny little nervous mousy guy.
It's Brad and Chad, isn't it?
And no, it's not, but it is now. And so the big guy gives the little guy a push, sends him reeling, and walks over to him and takes something out of his pocket and starts to walk away.
He takes what?
Something out of his pocket and starts to walk away. Out of the little guy's pocket. Like he pushes him down,
Right.
walks over there, takes something out of his pocket and leaves. Starts to leave.
I'm gonna wait for the big guy to away, then I'm gonna talk to the little guy.
Okay.
I'll go over and like kind of sneak up and help him up.
Oh! Ugh! Who are you? What is with the mask?
Shh.
Don't shh me. You're the one in the mask.
I don't suppose you want to explain what just went down here.
Not to a man in a gas mask, I don't, thank you.
You don't
And
want
he
me to
turns
take
leave.
off. All right, I'm going to phase to get. I'm going to do my phase ability to get back in front of him.
Ah! Like,
I'll ask again. What just went down here?
I got mugged.
You seem pretty chummy with the guy in the bar.
I just got mugged by him. What makes you think we're friends?
I was watching you two talk. What?
Before he mugged me, and you didn't do anything when he mugged me?
Do you two know each other?
Are you a superhero?
Just answer the question. I'm gonna try to mind read.
Okay. He seems unconvinced by the fact that you seem to be a do-gooder who did no good.
Whoops.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your mind read.
All right. Crap, I actually forget how many dice that is.
2d6 unless otherwise noted.
Getting it. Oh, okay. I only get advantage on my next attack roll against them.
Okay.
So it doesn't
You
really.
can still read his mind.
Right. I did not succeed in
Yeah.
reading his mind.
He seems puzzled by you and your appearance, and you sense you're like, I'm gonna read his mind, and you're like, huh. He seems confused as to if I'm a hero or I'm about to mug him. And then you're like, oh, there's a third mind in the scene, and then you get punched.
I get punched.
Yes, you get punched 3 times for 3 damage total.
Holy crap! Wow.
And that is what you see.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not good. That looks all kinds of unpleasant.
Yes. So this person in armor is standing there, and kind of pinkish red lightning crackles around them.
Okay. Who the hell are you?
He kind of there's a kind of a hissing sound for a minute, and you hear the kind of the crackle of speakers, and there's a and then in a flash of pinkish red lightning, he crashes into you again for another
Oh, for God's sake!
3 hits, and this time you see what happened.
I'm down.
You want to slap your watch for emergency help?
Yes.
Okay, so last thing you see is this blur move towards you, and then just like a flurry of fists
Oy.
moving at supersonic speeds.
Okay. Yeah. I hit the
Yeah.
the B team signal.
You are Sandstone. You're busy juggling your Marie Callender lasagna out of the microwave because it's way too hot,
Right.
and it's cold in the middle and still frozen, but way too hot on the edge.
Every time.
Only you had thermal kinetic powers.
Would be a
And
bit
so-
convenient.
And then your watch starts. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Oh. Oh.
It's a SOS signal from Dissonance.
All right. Off I go.
Roll cage. You're at home rolling cages. What do you do in your spare time?
I'm working on a presentation for the pump to present to some investors.
Oh, all right, that's fair. So you're prepping that in the bzz, 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 SOS. And then Cameo, you're in the middle of your research, you're focused down. You have one of those cool, clear whiteboards that like you
Yep.
can write on, but it's totally clear, so it looks all sciencey.
There's a lean cuisine on the table next to him.
Perfectly heated because he used science.
That's right.
Actually, just used a Bunsen burner in the middle. He's like, "Ah!" I imagine like you're one of those like create those science people who get so busy like all you do is eat a can of beans that you heat it over a Bunsen burner. Just like I'm too busy for anything else. And you're.
I'm just gonna look down at it and I'm just gonna shake my head like, oh, what's this guy? Oh, what's this guy into? And I'll take off. But before I put all my notes and everything on the table.
Okay. Great. So, you all arrive at the alley roughly around the same time. We will say that Roll Cage, you're there first.
All right. What do I see when I first arrive?
Me dead.
No. So
Not yet.
you don't see Dissonance anywhere.
Okay.
But your GPS is like he's in this alley.
Okay.
And there is there's a distinct smell of burnt rubber and ionized metal.
Do I recognize the smell from working with the mechanical stuff that I work with?
With the rubber smell or the ionized metal?
Either one.
Well, why don't you? Are you educated?
Am I well, you know.
Do you have the
in
Do you
game?
have the trait educated?
I do not have that trait.
All right. Well, you can make a normal test with 2d6.
Okay. 5 and a 3.
Awesome. So the rubber smells like melted or burnt rubber.
Okay.
Like if you like ran a treadmill really long and like held a shoe to it and just let it kind of go or something, right? It's got that kind of
So like friction.
Yeah.
Burn kind of.
Like
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And the anodized metal, it sounds like it smells like somebody supercharged a bunch of conductive plating almost.
Absolutely.
But that's not what it is.
Okay.
You have this sense of, okay, this doesn't smell like that fully, but in part, that is kind of what I'm getting.
So I have an idea, but it's not quite
Right.
what I don't exactly know. I can't pinpoint it.
Sandstone, you arrive, and a moment later, Cameo arrives.
Okay. I'm gonna look at my watch and try to like get a reading as to where
Where is he?
is it.
He's in this alley somewhere, and you can all hear a faint buzz from inside the dumpster.
All right, guys, let's go in with caution. I'll take lead.
Okay.
Do
Do you
we
like
see
open
anybody?
the dumpster lid, or do you like tear open the metal front of the dumpster? Like, what is your plan here?
Do we see anybody else in the alley?
No, it's totally empty.
Okay.
So there's a dumpster in front of me.
Well, it's like on the side of the alley, like any classic superhero comic,
Right.
right? This is an alley with way too tall brick walls,
Yeah, okay,
really
yeah,
crappy
yeah.
lighting, chain link fence to the back end of the dumpster.
Yeah.
Well, if I think Dissonance is in there, yeah, I'd probably rip it open.
So you throw open the top and... Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
You're going to rip it open or flip it open? Like, are you going to get in the way it's designed to be gotten
No,
into?
I would flip the top open. I mean, my
Girls, like,
chaotic,
rip
my
the metal
chaotic
front
side
off.
would just want to rip it open, but yeah, I'd flip the top up.
Okay.
All right, so you flip the top up, and yeah, Dissonance is in there, and like his nose is, well, he's got a gas mask on, so he looks fine, just like he's taking a nap.
So can I reach in there and pull him out?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
limp. He's clearly unconscious.
So I pull him out and I carry him over to the other two.
Oh.
Does can anyone heal?
I mean,
Or
I
should
know how to crack open a first aid kit, but
is anyone
I think we ought to take him back to headquarters.
okay? So nobody has any medical aid on them at all?
I
No.
might have a
We
Band-Aid in my pocket. No,
we are the worst
look-
superheroes. We should be carrying a first aid kit of some kind. Okay, that's going on my list of things to create here.
Can I investigate the scene just to see if I can find
Absolutely. Why don't you roll a perceptive test?
First aid kit. Stat.
I got a 5 and a 4.
Okay. So you're investigating the alley and kind of looking around, and so there's the same smells I described earlier.
Right.
There are some rubbery like skid marks on the ground
Okay.
that go for about 8 feet in like 2 straight lines, and there's like kind of like burns all over the wall, but they seem sporadic and random.
Okay. Interesting.
And dangling from the power cords above is what looks like a desiccated kind of pinata thing.
Can
You wake up, Dissonance.
Dissonance, you all right? What happened?
I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
I was chasing what I thought was a lead. Turned out it felt more like an ambush. Some other strange looking super. Some kind of electrified suit.
I wonder if that's what left this smell behind. Did you smell this? Like, was this in the air when he attacked, or did you smell it before?
No, I didn't. I
Hmm.
was questioning someone, and he snuck up behind me.
All right. But you seem to be in terrible condition, and we ought to get you back to headquarters to have someone take a look at you.
Fine. I kind of like shake myself loose of their grip and
You groan as you're pretty sure you have like 3 broken ribs.
Yeah.
I mean, you got pummeled by a metal suit. You probably got a few cracked ribs.
All right.
Can I get closer to that? Like you said, it looks like a pinata thing.
Yeah, so you're gonna like climb up a fire escape because superhero.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously a fire escape you can jump up and climb up.
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
I
was gonna pull the ladder down and then
absolutely.
Climb
What else would you do in an alley like this?
Right.
This is still raining, clearly.
Nice.
And the street lamp is flickering. So yeah, you climb up. You have to go about 3 stories up the fire escape. Yeah, there's like this body pinata thing like hanging over the power cord, and it looks almost mummified and dried out.
And it looks like a body. Is that what you said?
Like a pinata, kind of human shaped.
Huh.
I'm gonna yell down to the crew and be like, guys, you take a look at this. You see this? What's this all about? You think?
That's ghastly. Well, I don't know.
That wasn't there when I got here.
Is it alive? Was it alive? Can you throw it down?
Let me think here. How can I get to it?
Wait,
You said it's. What's that?
where is it?
It's just hanging like over the power cord up top.
Oh, okay. I can probably get it.
Okay, go for it.
How do you get it?
I can try anyway. Okay. So you said there's a fire escape that'll get you fairly close?
Yeah, within like 5 feet, 6 feet. You could like reach out and try to grab.
Sure. I'm not gonna reach out and try to grab it if it's on a power line. I don't want to get electrocuted.
But you would have taken Cameo with you, and it would have been so great.
No, I paid attention in 3rd grade when they told us not to touch power lines. Thank you very much.
That's fair.
So, what
Cameo
I was going it'll be epic. What I was going to suggest is I'm going to climb up as far as I can on the fire escape and then leap off of the fire escape and try to knock it down.
Okay.
And leap over to the other wall because I have acrobatics.
Oh, all right. Make a test.
So that when I am in contact with anything touching the power line, I am not grounded and should not be electrocuted.
That makes sense.
That's the plan.
Roll acrobatics.
I'll do that. And I succeed.
Excellent.
Hey.
So I have a follow-up question to your plan.
Yeah, sure.
Is your assumption that there is also a fire escape on the other side of the alley for you to land on and not just like a bare brick wall?
Oh, no, there's probably just a bare brick wall over there, but I'm going to do my best to tumble my way down from there.
3 stories?
You know, there's got to be something
She's a superhero.
that I can
Like a
parkour
power
my
cord.
way down.
I'm just
jump
kidding.
back
There's totally
to
a fire
the
escape.
To the
Totally a
power
fire
cord.
escape.
And then squirrel back to the original fire escape.
No, you
I
just
will
got to
make
do
this
one
work.
of those.
So you leap over and you like knock the thing off and it kind of spins around the power line for a minute, spraying some sort of weird gunky juice.
Oh.
Ah,
And it gets on the 2 of you on the ground.
Oh.
And then it falls, and with a sick wet thud, it hits the ground and just kind of splatters.
oh,
I'm gonna go down the fire escape and take a look at the body.
Yeah, you should take some samples of this stuff to
It
analyze.
appears to be a desiccated human body. Male, probably shorter, thinner.
Okay, but
I think this might have been the guy I was talking to.
Okay, so not the guy that hit you, but the guy you were questioning.
Yeah.
are you sure?
I can't get a good look at his face now. But the build seems about right.
The clothes look about right, like what the guy was wearing when you talked to him.
Sorry, say that again.
The clothes look about right.
Can I search the whatever clothes he's got?
Sure, they're all wet and gross and kind of juicy and leaky.
It's all right.
Some weird, sticky, dead body fluid.
Do we have any idea what happened to him?
He, well, it's really hard to tell now that he's been splattered 3 stories against the ground.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, you know,
our options were not great with him being stuck on a power line.
Well, he's been liquefied.
I
It
just
looks like.
figured you guys would like turn off the power or something.
We don't work for the utility company. We can't do that.
It's true. That body definitely wasn't going to keep there until you called them and they turned off the power.
Why would we do anything logical, Alan?
I don't know.
Come on.
This is my own fault.
Have you not seen our actual plays?
There's a reason I.
You've
never
been
mind.
here.
I really? I would argue I've not truly been president. So, so as best you can tell, Jordan, this is the same guy.
Okay.
As best you can tell, Doug, nothing is in his pockets. He appears to have already, like, his pockets were rifled through or something.
Okay.
Did anybody else ask me anything about this?
I asked.
What was that?
I don't know.
Ghost.
Yep, probably. I don't know. Some object fell somewhere in my house. But anyway, I was asking if we could tell what he had died of, other than falling from a power line. But we're pretty sure he was dead before that.
Mm-hmm. That's a fair assumption.
There was someone else before whoever was knocked me out, and this guy, larger guy, took something from this man's pocket and then just walked away.
Which direction did he go?
Out the alley.
Did you get a good look at him?
Not really. I just know he was probably a good half again the size of this guy. Even before he was, a pile.
Alan, can I look at the GPS and see what's in the area?
Yeah, what are you looking for in particular?
Well, he ran out the alley. Maybe there's like a place specifically that I think that he would hide out at, or like,
Sure.
are there abandoned warehouses? There.
So this is sort of kind of a inner. I'm trying to think what. So this isn't like the nice part of town, but it's not like the super seedy part of town. This is kind of just the average part of town. I mean, there's all kinds of restaurants and bars and stuff all up and down the street. He could have ducked into any one of those. He could have just grabbed a taxi. There's plenty of taxis out there.
So, guys, from here,
I mean, it took you a few minutes to get here from when you got the SOS, so he had definitely had some lead time on you.
Plenty of
right.
time.
There's too much around us and too much time in between for us to really track him down on foot.
Right.
What do you guys want to do from here?
Well, I still believe that Dissonance needs to return to headquarters and be looked over, and we definitely need to phone this in.
Before we go anywhere, I need to go back inside.
What? Why?
I need to pay for my drink.
Oh, heavens. No, stay out here. I'll handle it. Just call headquarters and have them take care of this. We need to file a report.
Dissonance, why don't you call it in since you were the first one?
I'm going to go pay his tab.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
It's super expensive.
It's super expensive.
Like he had an entire bottle to drink.
What?
It was a Long Island iced tea.
What?
I like the smell.
All
Okay.
the while this is going on, I'm still studying the body just to see if I can figure anything else out.
Roll. Are
It's-
you educated?
No, I'm not.
Okay, roll on regular test.
No, I failed. You know, 1 and a 2.
Okay.
I do-
You're like, this body is soaking wet. It makes sense. It's been raining.
Right.
And then you're like, that's not water leaking out of this body.
Hmm.
You don't know
Well-
what it is.
While he's poking the body and bills are being paid and Dissonance is calling back to base to report things, can I just explore the alley a little bit more just to see if we missed anything?
Sure. Why don't you roll a test for me as you search around?
Sure. Ooh, VGA dice are on fire. 5 and a 4.
Okay. Yes. There is behind the. So you kind of move the dumpster a bit, and there's a chain link fence behind it that separates the alley.
Okay.
And there is a hole melted through the chain link,
Ooh.
Hmm.
and it's not warm to the touch,
Right.
but it's warm, but it's not like burning hot or anything. It's not like dripping metal or something. It's cooling rapidly, but yes, there's a
Right, but
hole.
I could tell that it was recently
Yeah,
burned through.
human-sized hole.
Guys, take a look at this. What could have done this? It takes yada yada degrees to melt metal.
Yada yada.
Yada yada.
Yada yada. Well,
Where did you study roll
That's a
cage?
technical term, by the way. Yada yada.
Where did you study?
Self-taught.
But before I go over there, I'm gonna take a sample of whatever's leaking out of this guy. I'm just gonna take like a swab and kind of like encapsulate it so I can study it. Because I'm assuming it's not something that it looks familiar to me.
No, not at all. It's
Okay.
Normally you would expect like blood or whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah.
This is some weird kind of oily black liquid.
Oh, it's
Not Theraminos, is it?
Theraminos.
You have no idea. You failed your test.
I know.
Maybe you
just
should
worried.
drink some though and see.
Oh, this guy's gonna get back. He's gonna
Don't
get back up,
do
and then
it.
he's gonna know a debt.
I'm
And then the bird's gonna blow him up.
I'm gonna encapsulate it and stick it in my belt, and then I'll go over to roll cage.
Can our watches take photos?
Yeah, sure. Why not? They're super sciencey.
Okay, so I just want to take a picture of the body and a picture of the melted fence area.
Okay.
Do we want to investigate this like on the other side of this fence where it goes?
Has Sandstone come out from paying
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
excessive bar tab?
I'm back.
All right.
I owe you.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm all for taking a look at what's behind the melted
Wait, did
fence area.
have we actually called headquarters yet before we go traipsing off?
Yeah, he called it and said he was at a bar. He was attacked, and it was weird. He was as vague as possible.
Did you get a response? Did they give us direction what we should do?
Did I?
No, you did not.
I got no response, or just no further
I
instruction?
mean, yeah, you got no response.
No response. Ugh. Okay.
Well, hey, if we haven't heard anything, that means that we can kind of make up our own decisions, right? So I'm saying we just keep going.
All right. Well, I'll go through the fence first and cautiously.
You three go ahead. I'm just gonna sit here.
Well, you shouldn't be left alone. What if that thing comes back? I mean, I know we're only going right here, but somebody should stay with you.
I mean, if you're gonna split the party, you may as well split the party and take him back to headquarters so he can get treatment.
Right? That's my vote. Right.
Sandstone,
If
do you
you-
want to take him back?
If you two want to go find this thing, very well. I'm going to take Dissonance back to headquarters since he's barely standing at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine with me if that's what you want to do.
That's what we're going to do, I guess.
I'm in no position to argue.
That seems fair.
You're not.
All right, Captain. Just me and you.
All right, so you two teleport back to headquarters. Dissonance, you'll be fully healed up in the medical bay in a matter of hours.
Okay.
Okay, you two who are exploring farther.
Yes.
Okay. So you push through the fence.
Yep.
Okay. On the other side is a small, kind of like back area for a building that's opposite you. A big skyscraper building. It's like this little fenced-in, like yard in the not a yard per se, right? But like just concrete, and there's a fence around it.
Yeah, it's like where people would come out the back door, maybe take a smoke break or something.
Right, exactly. Right, it's that kind of holding area. Clearly part of their property. They fenced it off, and it just happened to butt against the back of that alley that way.
Okay. Any security cameras?
Yeah, several.
Doors.
They
Where are
seem to
they
be
located?
broken. They're all hanging limply.
Oh, okay. Lights in this area, or is it all dark?
There are no lights on as you look around, but you do step on shattered glass on the ground.
Okay. So lights probably busted or blue.
And the door into the building, because you asked about that.
Yeah.
There is no door handle. There's just like a hole of melted slag.
So I'm like, yo, look, it's melted.
Whoa.
Just like the fence. Now, I've got metal on my gloves, so I can't really feel it, but I'm assuming that I have some sort of temperature gauge to
Sure.
see how warm it is. Is it freshly warm, or is it about
It's like
the...
it's the fence, right? It's been cooling.
Okay. So
Do we know what type of building it is?
Yeah, if you want to. I apologize. Wow. Yes, if you want to like Google the address or something.
Yeah, I'll do.
Pull up
that
your
on
like
the watch.
Google Maps and zoom in.
while you're searching up the address, I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to the other two, so
Okay.
they know what's going on.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, and I just searched the Googled.
Okay. This is Swift Medical Division.
Oh.
No.
Look at that.
Called it.
So then I'm gonna send that that message over to the other two.
Okay. Can I try to open the door? Like, I assume that if the lock is gone, it's either welded itself shut or it's gonna pop open.
No, you could absolutely push the door open.
Okay. Does it push in or pull out?
At this point, it does both.
Okay.
But your assumption is it's not supposed to do both.
Okay. So yeah, crack it a little bit, kind of look in as quietly as a metal suit guy can do.
Sure. Okay. So you take a look inside. It appears to be an empty office building. Like there's not much going on in there.
You know, it's kind of odd, boss, that someone would go in here unless they're hiding in here or there's something. I mean, it's an office building.
Yeah, it does seem odd that.
Do you want to proceed or call backup? What do you think?
Now, are we on? We're on the first floor. Is there there's multiple floors?
There's multiple floors. Yeah, this is a big skyscraper kind of office
Big
building.
building.
Is there anything that would lead us to go in a certain direction?
Do we want to go in all the way? Because we're just kind of poking our heads in right now. Keep following the evidence.
I want to walk in just to see what's going on and see what's.
So it's a clean, well-kept office building. You can still kind of smell that faintly ionized metal smell.
Keep an eye out for any of those burned scorch marks or any kind of residual heat anomalies.
Good call.
So you probably walk 15, 25 feet into the building, a good chunk of the hallway. And like there's like a burned smear on the wall that looks like somebody dragged like their hand across it. And then like kind of melted part of the wall.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to the crew.
Okay.
Just getting all these pictures completely without context. Like, oh, that looks dramatic.
You like, did get a copy of the address.
I'm gonna
and then like one's a selfie of Cameo,
I'm just saving them for to post to my Instagram later.
Next photo we take, we should do a selfie together.
Next to the evidence.
Yeah. One of us can point at it like.
All right. All right. So, both of you are. Hang on a second here. Okay. So each of you takes 1 damage
from
as a blur of red lightning strikes past you down the hallway and something slams hard into your rib cages, knocking you against the wall.
Oh. So it just knocks us into the wall. Is it going out?
It stops at the back end of the hallway where you came in, and it's this metal suit.
Yeah. So is it going outside the building or going inside the? I guess I'm just.
It came from inside the building,
and now he's going out
inside the building. It shot past you in the hallway, hit you both with like super speed punches, and then zipped to the end of the hall where it stopped, and it stopped and looking at you.
Ooh.
Okay. I think I'm going to turn invisible now.
You're going to turn invisible and leave me as the target. I like it. I like it.
Bold
the only
strategy.
appropriate response. Let's roll initiative.
Woohoo! Hey. Initiative is 2 dice and add them together, correct?
That's correct.
I have 7.
I have 2.
Okay, he has 14. All right, so the red lightning that you saw shoot past you. You're in a town with superheroes. This is clearly a speedster. You can easily make that jump.
Right.
Yeah. Like this is clearly somebody who's going very fast. And going so fast they only seem to be a blur.
Mm-hmm.
There's a brief moment where the lightning has kind of dimmed as it stopped and looked at you. And then the lightning kind of ramps up and starts to like shoot against the walls. You can see sparks flying and lights above are breaking. And then the streak shoots towards you again.
Okay.
And this time, because Cameo is invisible, a flurry of supersonic punches are going to fly at Roll Cage. Roll Cage! 2 damage.
Okay.
As several of the hits land, but 2 really penetrate. You can kind of feel your ribs crack a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever this is, it's moving in super speed in metal and throwing like a flurry of super speed punches. It's hitting hard.
Right.
All right, you're up next, Cameo.
So you said there's like lots of office buildings.
Yeah, this is an office building. Yeah, it's a ground floor. So this one's more like elevator banks down here because this is like the ground floor, right? Think like a big New York office building. You got the big lobby, you got the elevator banks, you got the circular desk in the middle.
So could I go to the circular desk in the middle and pull all like the the wires from like the fax machine and from okay. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Cameo has proceeded to take out his compulsion of vengeance against office equipment.
I'm actually not that damaged. Okay.
So you're just ripping out wires.
I'm just trying to get as many wires as possible, and
Are you trying to hold them, or are you throwing them on the ground?
no, I'm gonna try to like tie them all together, and
Okay, so you're making like a big wire.
right.
Okay. Roll cage.
Yes.
Your turn.
Okay. Can I can see his physical form right now?
Yeah. Yep. This is a superhero comic, right? So he's like zipping around.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
But he's not like just standing there waiting to see if you try to hit him.
Right.
Yeah, he has zoomed up to you and he's thrown some punches at you.
Right.
So like he's right in front of you. He's kind of blurry and moving, but he's like right there.
All right. So I would like to go ahead and generate an electrical shock.
Okay.
And see if I can maybe overload him.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I failed.
Okay. So you generate this shock in your gloves, right? And you blast it out. Is it like a beam, like a discharge, or are you trying to punch him to discharge it?
Yeah. Like
you just
electrified fist, yeah.
So you're trying to punch him. So you throw a punch, like a big roundhouse, and this guy's fast, right? He just under it.
Whoa.
Yeah. And you get a little static electricity as like the red lightning passes past you, right?
Right.
Okay. Top of the order, his action. Let's see if he notices what invisible Cameo is doing. Because even if you're invisible, the cables floating in the air are not.
Well, I like to think that I'm doing it somewhat covertly underneath the desk.
So you like ducked inside that circular desk?
Yeah, I'm just pulling all the cables off
Okay.
of and trying to.
Sure. I'll give him disadvantage on his perception test to see.
All right.
He does catch on though.
All right.
So there's this like whirlwind of lightning and paperwork as he whips past into the desk, into that circular desk, right? He doesn't even open like a hatch. He just blows through it and splinters of wood and MDF fly everywhere. And he like comes to a stop in front of you. And he looks at you.
How can he look at me? I'm invisible.
I know.
In your direction.
No, he's looking at you.
Ooh.
And that red part of his visor kind of flares a bit. And the red lightning seems to coalesce in his hand, and a beam of it shoots out and connects with you.
Oh.
Ooh, you take 1 damage.
Okay.
And he restores 1 health.
Ah.
Aye.
All right, you can see like the energy around him actually start to like vibrate faster, and lightning is shooting off faster, and it all as like this thing is connected to you. You can feel yourself like losing energy and momentum, and like almost like it's draining out of you.
Okay.
And it seems to be like making him go.
So is it like he's actually like connected to me, or is it?
You think so?
I think
In your
so.
super educated superhero comic booky opinion, yes.
Okay. Is he? Have we determined whether or not? He was out in the rain, right?
He was.
Yeah.
So water wouldn't really affect him all that much. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm just gonna take out my crossbow and try to shoot him right in the chest.
Okay,
While
so
he's
you're like,
connected to
as
me.
he's like energizing, drawing your energy, you just grab it and go, boom.
I'm just gonna try to like.
I'll give you
try to.
Do you already have
some-
advantage on that attack?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
No, I miss.
Okay. So, ironically enough, he actually he sees you pull it out and he dodges, but he dodges right into the crossbow. He misjudged what was going on there, and it hits his armor and it kind of clinks off it.
Okay.
Because he's wearing a pseudo metal armor, so it's like, pew! But it rattles him and the connection breaks.
Hmm. All right. Do I have one more action, or is that it?
You have 2 actions, like always.
Can I go to the nearest fire alarm? Is there a fire? I'm guessing there's a fire alarm. On the
Yeah, there's
floor.
one at the desk here.
Yep. And I want to pull it.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead. So you just reach out and.
Yep.
Okay.
And set off the sprinklers and everything.
All right.
The sprinklers with an electric guy.
Well, I'm okay. So here. Okay, never mind. I'll
So water starts to
I'm
rain
not here.
down, and like any big office building, it's not just like water, right? There's like actual fire suppressant, dampening kind of foam and stuff in here.
Right.
And Swift is a very advanced medical technology company, so they're not just like water. Like this is like fire dampening foam. So it's like
Okay.
um,
That's good.
and it actually it hits this guy, and the lightning starts to stop. And like he seems to it starts to slow down, and he seems to be moving a little more sluggishly. So you guys back at Skyhold have been notified. You can teleport in if you want.
Right.
I
I'm
will.
still- yeah.
You're still probably healing, right? It hasn't been terribly long.
You've healed 5 total hit points.
Oh wow. Okay. No, I'll go help.
All right,
Okay.
teleporting onto the scene.
Roll initiative. It's your turn to roll. Cage.
I got a 3.
3.
4.
Okay. 4. Okay.
nice.
Roll Cage.
Oh, we got to re-roll.
No, you're up.
Oh, I'm up. Okay. So he slowed down. Are there any of the those rubber rugs? Are they laying around?
This is a nicer office building than that.
Okay, so no
Yeah, no, not
dirty
like that.
rugs.
Yeah.
All right. So I will go over and try to grapple him.
Okay. You gonna try to so one action to move, one action to grab him. You're just trying to pin him.
Yeah, trying to
Okay.
hold him into place.
I
Since
mean,
he's-
obviously, he's a human-sized dude in a suit of armor, so he's pretty good size. He's probably close to 6'6", 7 foot tall. But you're a big guy too, so you get in there and you kind of. All right, roll.
Yep.
2 dice.
All right. Come on. Don't fail me now. Yes, that's a 6.
All right,
And a 4.
You grab him.
Yeah. Got him.
Okay. Yeah. So new round. His turn. He's gonna try to speed back up.
Okay.
So he's you can see the electricity starting to build a little bit as he tries to power up. He does not. He'll spend his next action trying to power up as well. He does. So you'll take 1 damage. You're still holding him, but you take 1 damage as the lightning builds around him and starts to get you.
Yep, that's fine. Now, can I absorb any of that electricity into my suit?
That's not what your suit is specifically designed to do, so I'm going to say
Okay.
no.
Okay.
That would probably overload it.
Gotcha.
All
Just
right.
curious. Okay.
No, it's a good question. So next is Cameo, and then it will be Dissonance.
Okay, so he's still roll cage still
Yeah,
attached
Brocade
to-
still has him.
Okay.
But it's starting to hurt.
Can I trying to think of how we can slow him down without I'm gonna take a potted plant that's right there.
Sure.
And try to whack him over the head with it.
Okay, make your attack roll. Improvised weapon 1d6.
1d6.
Yep. Unless you have a mastery in improvised potted plant weaponry.
I do have. Yeah, that's exactly what I have.
I figured that's for your bonus ability.
That's a thing.
No, I don't have.
Hey.
I did not make it.
So you hit him with it. So you grab it, you crash it into his head, and there's that brief moment of disappointment where you're like, oh, the entire thing is foam, and this is a fake plant. So it kind of just breaks and falls off, and nothing really happens.
Doesn't Cameo have a botanist feat?
All right, Dissonance.
Okay. I recognize the guy, I assume.
Yes, he is the dude who punched you into oblivion.
Okay. I'm going to reach to my belt and just kind of switch out like the nightstick.
Okay.
And just gonna try to turn it in my hand, bash him in the face with it.
You gotta hit him with the nightstick. All right, make your attack roll.
Success.
Okay, crack, and the helmet like whips to the side, and this very resounding crack as you smash that nightstick into a metal helmet.
Nice.
All right, second action.
Second action, gonna try to read his mind.
Roll.
Success. Two
Okay.
successes.
So Dissonance falls to the ground screaming as blood pours from his ears. You read his mind, and it is all pain and hunger and the need to go, consume, can't stop.
Okay. I am.
And it is overwhelming. Like, it is physically painful, the amount of interference this guy's thoughts are thrown into your head.
And I'm probably down again then, aren't I?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're not actually out, but you're not gonna take any damage, but it's overwhelming.
Right.
You get the benefit, you were successful, but it is overwhelming.
I fall down.
You're not used to this. This is an exceptional willpower, and there's a lot of trauma back there that you're not sure what's going on.
Right.
Yeah. Next is Sandstone.
Yay. All right. Oh.
Excuse me. I apologize.
Bless you. I don't know if it's going to do me any good, but I'm going to try to hit this guy.
Okay, roll.
Sure. I did succeed.
All right. Do you do 1 damage? Nothing special?
Yeah, because I'm...
Boom.
Boom.
So you rock the midsection of the armor suit. Do you have your suit of armor on?
Well, it's not really a suit, but yes, I'm...
Well, did you summon your sandstone form?
Yes, I've summoned my sandstone form. So.
Cool.
So there's this crack, and you can see the banding of the metal armor buckle and fold, and it seems a little permanently dented.
Oh, all right. That was something.
I mean, you can't see what's inside, so you don't know if he's screaming in pain inside the helmet or what. But
this is true.
It definitely left an impact.
Okay.
That was great fun.
Can I see the picture again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let me pull it back up.
Okay.
That's the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the guy.
That is the guy.
That is the guy.
Okay.
You might be able to trade gas masks.
Who are you wearing?
Oh goodness.
All right.
That was Sandstone.
That was Did you do 2 actions or just 1?
I had only done the 1. Can I try to? I'm seeing that actually just hitting him is not doing an awful lot. Can I try to just trip him up, get him on the ground?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so Roll Cage is locked behind him right now.
Right.
Yeah, so you like gonna like just tackle him at the knees?
Right. Yes.
So the both of you just go crashing onto the ground with him?
That's
Basically?
the idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if I'm not gonna be able to punch him
Nope,
into submission,
that works.
just
You totally just like
pin
check
him.
his knees and he goes down.
Ah.
Oh.
All right, so roll cage.
Yes.
You've been dragged to the ground, but you've still got him.
Yes.
Now we've got him in place.
Okay. So, isn't it Doug's turn?
You know, you're at the tail end because you have a 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sandstone has a 3, so she goes right
Okay.
before you.
So, I just want to. How conscious is this guy? Is he moving at all?
Oh yeah, and there's still lightning flying everywhere.
Okay. Get him on the ground. We don't carry any type of like handcuffs or anything.
You do actually. You have power dampening handcuffs as part of your arsenal.
I was hoping
Sweet.
so. So, as an action, could I, tell either Sandstone or Doug, what's your character's Cameo, to cuff him while I'm holding him?
So you're just gonna maintain the hold and have them cuff him?
Yeah, I want to maintain the hold so they can subdue him. So
because you're using both your actions to do that, I'm not gonna make you roll. I'll just let you do it.
Okay.
That's totally fine. So you just lock him down more. Like you got your hands under the arm and like back behind the head, right?
Yeah, I've got him locked in, man.
Yeah. And Sandstone's like got his legs wrapped up. Yeah. Top of the order is him. He's gonna try to break free. I'm gonna give him disadvantage.
Naturally, he's gonna.
He does
try
not
to
break free. He's gonna try it again. He does not do it.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Oh.
So I'm gonna come around and try to. You said they're power dampering.
Yeah, like
handcuffs?
power dampening handcuffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cuff them. And
Okay. So they go on and they shut and they turn red, which means they're in place, and then they turn blue and voice goes security protocol prohibited, and they open up and fall off to the ground.
What?
So that must mean that he's one of us.
And the surprise, as that happens to all of you, allows him to break free, and he shoots off, crashing through the glass front window, and does like this super speed cartwheel tumble down the street into a parked car. He slams into it, and it slides like bent in a V shape. And he staggers out, and then takes off down the street.
The excessive property damage was not necessary.
What the?
Wow.
That was unexpected.
Okay, I'm just in shock now.
You're just like laying in the foam as it comes down. As the sprinklers are making foam angels.
Do you want to build a snow angel?
A foam angel. You want to build a
foam
man.
angel. That's what it is.
I assume that the handcuffs also have SMD stamped on them.
They do.
What doesn't around here?
SMD cuffs, SMD building. I think we have a problem here.
You think?
All the super obvious evidence you collected so far definitely points that way.
Right. Uber obvious. Okay.
All right.
How do we handle a situation like this where
Can
it
we
seems like
get out of the dreadful foam rain first?
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of good.
This is
I'm gonna get up and
disgusting.
start walking out of the building. I'm not even gonna wait for them to.
Let's discuss this outside.
Okay. So you move through the broken glass like entry window, then he crashed through into the main road.
Right.
Wait, we could. Wait, wasn't there a door? Wasn't there an actual door that we went through that you?
Yeah,
guys
but
went
it's
through
locked
earlier.
because it's after hours.
Ugh.
You have to go through the whole. I mean, you could go through the door, but you just break the door in the process.
No, I don't want to break the door.
Okay. So you step out into the street, and you can see sirens as action vehicles start to pull up.
I think we need to.
We need to teleport out of here.
And one of the The action agent who stepped out of the lead vehicle looks at the four of you. It's the same guy from the pier earlier today.
Oh no!
Oh,
He kind of sighs.
good evening.
Let me do the paperwork this time.
Greetings. I'm Agent Locke.
We know.
That's actually a different name than he gave you earlier today.
Is it?
Yes.
Crap.
I have these forms to fill out regarding the property damage done to Swift Medical Division and the street. Were you apprehending a villain?
We were attempting to.
By your use of the term attempting, I'm assuming the villain escaped the custody.
Yes.
Was it
Unfortunately.
one villain?
That we know of? Yes.
Yes.
I see. I have to get a different form. There's one for when the villain is outnumbered 4-1.
A specific
Comes-
form for that. I appreciate that.
Comes back. Well, it requires special attention, so we can understand what.
They're going to drown us in paperwork.
He looks at the form. He's like, I don't get to use this one much. It doesn't come up a lot.
I
Oh
wouldn't
no!
imagine.
And he hands you this clipboard. And he's about to hand it to Cameo, and he stops, and he turns.
I'm
and is like,
but before he like turns, I'm gonna look at him like, really? You're really gonna hand me that?
he turns it and gives it to Dissonance.
Yeah. What is Form 290 stupid hell?
No.
Oh, it's just a colloquialism we use to filing numbering systems and all that. You understand? Dewey Decimal
Uh-huh.
2.0.
Sure. I carefully fill out the form
Thank you.
and accurately.
We'll be in touch.
Sure.
And you can see people are starting to like repair the area. Tow trucks are taking the broken car away. Stuff like that. A very nice, a very nice car, a Maserati kind of sports car looking thing, a Bugatti. A Bugatti pulls up. That's the really nice, like Bruce Wayne style sports car.
Mhm.
Sure.
And out of it steps Riker Swift, and he's got like an evening jacket on, and several, in true Playboy fashion, several beautiful models step out of the car with him, and he kind of heads over, and he's Century Force Beta.
Sir.
Boss.
You appear to have wrecked my downtown office building's lobby.
Oh, that was not
Mm-mm.
us. That was the suspect we were attempting to apprehend.
A meta-human suspect in my
Yes.
building.
Yes, sir.
The cuffs did not work. We had him.
That's
We cuffed him,
not
and-
how they are programmed.
and then they failed. We had him. He was cuffed. Then
When you say failed, did they give you like? Or do you have the cuffs? Can I look at them?
Yeah.
Sure.
I hand him
All
the
right.
cuffs.
So he takes the cuff and he pulls out his cell phone, which he sets on his car, and it like a hologram 3D avatar thing comes up, and he's talking to his AI as he looks at it. He's like reading some numbers off the inside, and you know. It says these cuffs were used in an attempt that violated their security protocol.
Wait, that's the part we're not clear on. There was definitely a metahuman suspect here, and we definitely tried to put them on him. So I'm not really clear on what the problem would be.
Have you received the report from Dissonance?
No, that's never happened before. These cuffs are programmed to work on practically everyone, including most members of Century Force Prime.
Who are they? Who are the exceptions?
That's classified.
Mm-hmm.
You understand. If everybody
Yeah.
knew, they would attempt to emulate their DNA.
So does he give me the cuffs back, or does
Yeah,
he
he
hold
gives you
on
the
to
cup. He gives you.
Okay.
Well, he'll gives you a new pair.
Okay.
He's gonna like take these back for farther study, right? Like maybe they
Okay.
were hacked or something, and he's not picking up on it. So he'll run them through the ringer, but he'll give you a new pair.
Okay.
Well, what do you know about the supervillain? I have to assume a supervillain. If 4 of you couldn't stop them, they would just be a regular villain if you'd caught them.
Correct.
So, what sort of supervillain did you tangle with here? Most of the ones we have are locked up in Project X.
This the suspect appeared to have at least 2 abilities that we noticed. It was
Right. Speed suit or speedster in a suit. Moved quickly, wearing a suit of some sort of armor.
and Cameo. I believe you experienced something else, correct?
Lightning.
Possibly. He could see through my abilities.
Through all your you're the invisible one, right?
Yes.
Yes. So he could stop all your abilities, or he could just see you while you were invisible.
He could see me while I was invisible.
Have we done the full battery of thermal imaging and all that on your invisibility? Do we know if your invisibility prevents heat signatures, echolocation?
I don't know. I'm saying that.
Better question.
Yeah.
Did you actually pay attention during any of those tests to know what they were about?
I didn't pay attention. I just let you guys run your tests.
That's fine. I can have Zero pull up the reports. If your invisibility only impacts the visual spectrum and bends light around it, thermal vision or something similar would obviously work still.
Right. Of
So
course.
we'll need to look into that, because if you have true invisibility and you cease to exist as far as all senses and perception are concerned, that's a bigger problem.
There is one other thing, sir. There is a body in the alley.
Not one that you caused, I hope.
No, sir.
No.
Okay. I already had to deal with a lawsuit.
We already reported that one though before we took
Oh,
you
yeah,
back
that's
to.
right.
Oh, is this the desiccated corpse?
Correct.
Yes.
I'll have the medical team scrape him off the sidewalk so we can take a look.
Very good.
All right. So, speedster, suit of armor, can see invisibility. Yes.
There was.
You weren't there for that, remember?
He was emitting some sort of like electricity. Oh, it was kind of like lightning sparked all around him.
That's interesting. There aren't many speedsters in the area. You could say I'm the only one, if one wanted to say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get my superpowers from a suit of armor. I'm not naturally a speedster on my own. But I don't emit lightning. The armor is just fast.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning's new. Was the visor clear? Did you get any facial features?
No, sir. He was wearing a helmet.
Interesting. Is the armor black, blue, gray, red, yellow, teal, magenta? Like, what were we going with here? Cerulean, name it.
Black.
Jet black, like glossy black?
Right.
No.
And red accents? Something?
Red accents. Okay.
Right. There was.
Well,
the
that's
other-
good at least. Because I was worried it was my suit of armor gaining sentience again. We did that once. Not great. But my armor's blue, so it can't be my suit of armor.
That does sound like it would pose a problem.
It was interesting.
Has anyone ever tried to replicate your suit?
Of course, but we don't let them.
There's one further thing, sir, and Dissonance describes like what he got from the guy's mind.
That's Unfortunately, I'm not terribly familiar with mind reading or similar techniques. I tend to err on the super science side of the equation, unfortunately. You might be best supported if you speak to Asher Solomon, the mage. I believe he has some experience with mental manipulation. He might be able to give some insight. Other than this man needs to see a shrink, I don't know what to tell you.
With your permission, sir, I would like to consult with Asher.
You don't need my permission.
Thank you. Cop protocol.
If you can find Asher and get him to talk to you, good luck. I mean, I ain't got to get in your way. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do at this moment?
I'm good. I don't really want to talk to this guy much longer. I still think he's shady as all get out.
Okay.
Something.
Well, he and his passel of supermodels pile back into the Bugatti and head off.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
I still don't think that this guy is clear of. I still think he's involved. What do you guys think?
It does still seem rather suspicious. I'm not ready to say for certain, but it is uncanny.
It's like he knows something that he's not telling us, but I don't know if he's directly involved.
Well, to be fair, he's one of the premier superheroes in the premier superhero team. He probably knows a lot of stuff he's not telling you folks.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, because we're trainees and we're clearly bad at this.
Actually, they'd give you like a solid B+ for how you handled that. Like that was a good.
Oh, yay.
Like it could have been it could have been less collateral damage, but like you were.
I mean, if the
unknown
handcuffs
foe.
hadn't have failed,
Right.
Yeah, no, that was a solid performance.
Up until the part where we let the bad guy escape. Yeah, it's
No,
great.
No, we didn't let him escape.
Something else is going on here.
Exactly.
That were
Right.
provided. Yeah. So, I think that's a great place to stop. We threw down a fight with the supervillain. We kind of got a little ways into the investigation. I think that went well.
Trying to put some clues together as to what the heck is
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
I have my vial of Theraminos to study at home.
Yeah.
No!
So we'll do some off the scenes investigative research that we can. So we'll give you guys the results so we can kind of quickly do it at the start, so people know
Okay.
what happened, but we're not like rolling a bunch of tests and watching me like info dump stuff at you.
Right.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
Okay.
So we'll do that before the next session, kind of off the scenes.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Now we still there's still a plan to bring a guest on hopefully at some point.
Okay.
We still need to. We had one lined up, but someone they had to they were busy, so we had to reschedule them. So that's why you didn't see a special guest for this episode. But we do have plans to bring in special guests from time to time. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, I think it's great. How much longer do you folks have until Tiny Supers comes out, Alan? If you
Well,
were to estimate,
the player's guide will be out right now. Hang on.
no.
We gave the player's guide to backers as a little perk for them while they were waiting. This is just the rules; doesn't contain any of the Gallantverse stuff or any of the GM side stuff. But the PDF of the player's guide is now public on DriveThru as of 2 seconds ago.
Nice, and I'll put a link to that in the description of this
Yeah.
video. So
And the
if
full
anyone-
PDF will be out probably in the next couple weeks.
Nice. So hopefully by the next time we're live and we're doing episode 3, we'll have a link for we'll have that out and be able to take a look at that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and joining us tonight for Tiny Supers episode 2. If you like this episode, please give it a like down below, and so make sure you subscribe to the channel because we'd love to have you part of our community and to go along this epic 11, 12 episode series throughout 2019. So before we sign off, I just want to acknowledge, thank you again, Alan, for coming on GMing. If you haven't liked Gallant Knight Games on Facebook, go ahead and like them on Facebook. And you can also be a part of the Gallant Knight Games fan community online. There's a great online group to interact with. Great folks that really support all of the Alan's games that he puts out, and he puts out quite a few every year. Also, check out Age of Night, Amanda Call's comic. You can go to check out ageofnight.com for that every week.
Right now, I'm updating right now.
Right now. Wow. So Alan's not the only one,
Oh yeah.
putting stuff out into the
Thank you for reminding me that it's Wednesday.
Absolutely. So you can make sure to check out ageofnight.com for the weekly webcomic. You also check out Halloweenville on YouTube. Josh, thank you so much for coming on, and make sure to check out everything that Josh is up to. And then Jordan is involved with Gamers Against Alzheimer's, and he's actually the main head honcho behind that. So if you would like to support all of Jordan's charitable work through that organization, make sure to like Gamers Against Alzheimer's on Facebook. All right, that is going to do it for us for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This has been Victory Condition Gaming, because winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time.